Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here today. It's the 22nd of July 2024. Quick request for a little favour, if I might be so bold, and that's if I could ask that you subscribe to the channel, because that'd be big help and appreciated. So click the button if you would. And today we're looking at Haze and their brand new album that came out a few days ago, The Water's Edge. Now, little bit of historical context to begin with. When I was a young whippersnapper growing up in South Yorkshire in the mid to late 70s, the then emerging new wave of British heavy metal scene was very much thriving in South Yorkshire. We had a number of bands, not least one which got its name after an orally challenged breed of large cat, and another one after a Germanic tribe. You can probably guess their names because they went on to huge things and they're still with us today. And we had all sorts of other local Nawaban-based bands that didn't make it much further. And just to name three that I still enjoy today, Geddy's Axe, Heritage and Limelight. Also around locally at that time was Haze. They formed in 1978 in Sheffield by the McMahon brothers, and yeah, very much a progressive style, prog rock. But they became very, very popular in and around Sheffield and South Yorkshire in general. Strong local following, and I've got faded memories of seeing them a few times back then, early 80s. They'd split around about the mid 1980s. Though I learned I've been sporadically active ever since, now and again, popping up now and again. And I'd forgotten all about them, indeed, until I heard a few days ago that they were releasing this album, Water's Edge. And so I got all immediately nostalgic and started reminiscing back to, around about 1980. So I thought, I better get my hands on a copy and see what Haze are all about these days. Pleased I did, because it's excellent stuff. Yeah, generally what you might call typically English prog rock, though there's some nice chunky guitar going on, some nice flowing riffs, fluid breaks, some nice atmospheric flutes and whatnot, so it's got a folksy feel to it now and again, but there's so much going on. Just to run through some of it, the opener, Flight Behaviour, instantly engaging chunky prog folk rocker. I'd say it's not too far removed from, say, a mid-1970s Jethro Tull, something that might have sat on Heavy Horses, perhaps, and the midsection's got some nice interplay between the guitar and the flute. Not alone, this one comes in with a big free-flowing riff, short fluid guitar runs, thumping bass line, and some really biting lyrics that carry the song along. It's got a nice hook and a catchy chorus as well. And those biting lyrics are rather observant, I would suggest, on some of the troubles that we experience today. For example, if I can just run a couple of lines past you, I mean, do you think our democracy's descended into farce? Do you think our politicians know their elbow from their arse? Well, I'm sure we've. I found that quite funny, but also quite appropriate. Anyway, we're not talking about politics, are we? No. We've got a couple of ballads that come up, Waters Rising and Belong, a couple of like gentle, proggy, ballady type things. The sandwich between is the twisting and turning prog-folk of the outlandish night. Now, I think that this is so superb, the way it twists and turns. It starts off all sort of like you think you're getting a gentle, folksy type thing for a minute or so, and then bang, in comes this thunderous big heavy riff, and the song ebbs and flows over the 11 minutes, backwards and forwards between the folky stuff and the heavy stuff. Quite a sublime song in its composition and performance. Drinking with the Devil, that's nicely fun and upbeat, and brings in a sort of a bluesy southern rock influence to it, just something different again. More variation with Parasite. This is a driving, spiky number, something of an unsettling undertow to it as well. It's a bit weird, but lots of fun. And then another one, Redemption. This is the closing track on the CD version, about 8 minutes long. The first 4 minutes or so are sort of a sweeping symphonic ballad affair, and then the latter half of it's an extended play out with some superbly emotive and engaging guitar work over some lush keyboards and all sorts of other stuff going on. It's really, really excellent. In my opinion, The Water's Edge is a most fine album. It's got something for everyone. Yes, it's generally progressive, though it's got plenty of meat to it, and the folksy parts just add to that variation and give it more substance, I think. Available from Haze's Bandcamp page, to which I will insert a link underneath in the description. And if you go there, you will find that there's the CD version, yes, but the digital version has got some extra tracks on it which aren't available on the CD. So there we are. That's Haze and the Water's Edge. Helped me remember some of the old days, but it's a really fresh sounding album with lots of variation to it. I said that there's something for everyone. So there we are. That's that. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, please, because that'd be marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.